Hi and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show, brought to you today by Boohoo Man. Don't forget, click the link in the description. You can get 10% off all Boohoo Man wear like this, like what Yardi's got on there, like what Ty is wearing there. Use the code AFTV10, so do that right now. Big up to Boohoo Man. You know, they sent me about 4 coats today, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yesterday was cold, right? So I appreciate them coats there,
Yeah,
man.
they sent me a few things as well.
Is that right?
Absolutely. So thank you to you and to Boohoo Man. Even though
What they send you?
Some hoodies, something. The thing is, it came late, you know. So it came late, and it was at my parents' flat. And then there was a knock on the door, and they said that you got delivery. I said, I'm not expecting no delivery. And it's a black man.
What do you mean it came late?
He came about Saturday night, about
So
half
you not
past
come
9.
late. When was you expecting it?
No, I didn't know it. So I said,
So you're not late.
No, but it's late. No, what I say is late.
If you never expect it, it's not late.
Yeah, but you don't expect Saturday night about nearly 10 o'clock.
Why not?
Do you get deliveries at Saturday night, 10 o'clock?
If that's what time it comes, it comes.
Okay, well then, and so when the funny thing is, my mum didn't hear the door, so I said, I'm not expecting any delivery. He said, you got delivery. And then I said, no. And then he said, AFTV. I said, yeah. And the man said, don't tell me my job. I said, no. I said, but I've got to be careful. He said, you got to be careful and all that. It was funny. It was quite funny. Wicked black man.
We get on with the show now. You know what I mean? You just spent like, you see, Daniel's here sitting, listening to the chaos,
Daniel.
right?
Welcome, Daniel.
Introducing our guest today, we've got Daniel, who represents a charity called Hummingbird. Also a big Arsenal fan, so it's great to have you on board.
Yep.
I'm going to ask you about the charity in a second. But before we get into that, right, let's talk about the game, man, because I know you're a big gooner as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
The game yesterday, me and Ty, we were up there.
Fortunately, luckily,
at
thankfully,
Ellen Road, Leeds.
magnificent.
Always a nice place. I like going to Ellen Road.
So do I.
It was a great atmosphere.
Yes.
Lots of banter and stuff like that. But I've got to tell you, right, it's one of the craziest games I've ever been to.
Unbelievable.
So much drama. First of all, the game starts and then there's a power cut.
2 minutes in.
Right.
2 minutes in, there's a power cut, right? And then the players end up coming off for over, what was it?
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah, 40
and you know
minutes,
what? I had a little rant afterwards. We were talking about it afterwards, right? And I had a little rant up. I'm like, the thing that really annoyed me about it, right, is that they weren't keeping the fans.
Absolutely.
You know, you guys watching on TV wouldn't have realised, right? But they weren't keeping the fans up to date with what's going on. So everyone's just standing around going, what's going on?
Are we getting home?
Are we going home? Is it going to be on? Is it off? And that weren't just Arsenal fans and the Leeds fans. Like, at one time, like, I think it was like, the Arsenal fans started singing it, and the Leeds fans joined in with them.
Like there was going to work. It's going
War
on. Yeah,
the if it's going on. War the if. The whole stadium was singing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is at least. Now I'm sure the people at home knew what was going on.
Well, yes, exactly.
You know what's going on?
I actually managed to find a place to watch the game. I say a place, actually a barbershop.
Yeah.
So I've gone in there because it's not on Sky or something along those lines.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't like
That's an illegal thing.
Of course, we obviously nobody condones that. Nobody
Don't
condones
name the
that.
barbershop, right? Okay.
While he's got it streaming and that sort of stuff, and we started watching the game and it stops. So they didn't go back to the studio. And I'm thinking, what's happening?
Right.
They showed a little clip. They panned and showed the empty pitch. Then they started showing the some highlights of games before, and then they started showing the Liverpool game. And I'm thinking, what's happening here? I got my seat in a barber shop. I didn't want to go nowhere.
Yeah.
We never got any information about what was happening. We're literally just sitting there waiting, watching Arsenal score goals against Liverpool. Thinking
on Sky Day or what?
No,
it wasn't like
Me watch it one another way as well. You know, my food guy. You know what I mean. So big up. Yeah, ain't gonna call no name, but big up him. Him know who me attack. Me I love to say who.
No, please don't, man. You get yourself in trouble. Don't get me. Don't big Don't come mix me up in your team.
No, it's gone good. But I was watching it. It did cut to commentary because how I was watching it was from a proper station. It was, but anyway. And so they were keeping update with what's happening in that. But I was like, I see me like they weren't getting no transmission between speaking to each other, things like that. Like the referees couldn't. I think to myself, like, WhatsApp, you can do a 4-way call. Like, just get the earpods them in and send them out on pitch, man, and make them communicate with each other.
No, but just cutting back, Yardi, just cutting back on it, right? For me, what the ridiculous thing is that if you are, you knew a little bit what was going on. All right, maybe you didn't because of how you was watching it. But I'm sure that people watching that game around the world and at home
would be confused.
Knew
what was happening.
Bit confused, but they keep being kept up to date. There's a power cut in the area.
I just led to believe.
This, that.
Yeah.
It was just
Us in the ground knew nothing. We're just there. We're the ones who paid to go in.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're the ones who paid to go in there. The Arsenal and the Leeds fans have paid to go in that ground. We are sat there and we just stood there and just thinking, what's going on?
No.
Is someone going to tell us, please,
Well,
what's
I
going
think the
on?
commentators didn't know at first because they kept saying, I think this game's going to get called off. I think it's going to get... I think himself, no really want the game called off, innit? Like, what about all the people?
Even in the ground now, man, we're starting to say, you know what I mean? But it's going to get called off. And then on top of that, right, another thing that I always cuss about football grounds in this country, so you're in the ground, you can't use your phone, you can't get no reception, you can't send a text, you can't ring nobody. It is absolutely ridiculous that in 2022, in a Premier League ground, and it's not just Leeds, it's the same at the Emirates.
They do
it's
it
the same
everywhere.
at Old Trafford. It's the same at the
They have
Etihad.
blockers in it.
Right?
That's
it's
right,
not a blocker, it's just that have not installed the technology into the grounds.
I'm saying that the stadiums have these things. You can still use it if they don't turn on, but there are blockers that lower your service so you cannot, because people can stream the whole games.
No, but
right? People can go there like this and do a live on their Instagrams or Facebook.
It's not even that. I've been told, right? I've been told that what it is basically is that once so many people in a tight space, in that area, their broadbands and stuff like within the grounds can't handle it.
Well, it's not interfering or something?
There's just too many people, so that's why you can't get no reception. It just slows down to nothing, But I've been to sporting events in America, right?
Yeah, you said.
And you can use your phone just like you'd be able to use it right now. And I'm talking about stadiums where there's 100,000 people in, 80,000, 50,000, right? They're actually in the stadium saying to you, send us your Instagram picture of you and your girl and we'll put it up on the screen. That's what they're doing in America. And then we're over here in this day and age where every kid is on TikTok, Instagram, this, that, and we cannot get reception on your phone. It's ridiculous.
I still feel
I thought that whole situation was an absolute farce yesterday at the game. But then eventually the game gets underway. And then again, what a crazy game. You know what I mean? Arsenal, brilliant goal by Saka, another goal by Saka. By the way, how this guy's stepping up. Winner yesterday, winner against Bodo Glimt.
That's right.
Winner against Liverpool.
That's
pressurised penalty.
2 against Liverpool.
You know what I mean? So he's really stepping up big time. But great goal by him. And then after that, so much controversy. The penalty that they got that went to VAR and they go to the screen. Bamford then ends up missing the penalty. Should it even have been a penalty? Because if you actually look at it, leading to the penalty,
it was offside.
It comes back from an offside position, a very obvious one. The VAR's not picked up. Right? And then right at the end now, when we're trying to see out the game, the incident between Bamford and Gabriel, where Gabriel gets sent off. Then the referee gets sent to look at the screen. Right, and then
he gave a penalty before that, didn't he? He gave a penalty.
And he gave a penalty, and then he goes to the
and the Leeds fans were cheering.
And that gets overturned, and the red card gets overturned, and we see out the game. What? Bro, I can't I'm getting old, you know, my heart, you know. Nobody can't handle them things.
That was crazy. When I watch that game, it's like, just have to give thanks we'll get the victory and the 3 points.
Absolutely.
Because to be fair, that second half...
No. Let me cut you. Give thanks that the electric came back on.
Because
otherwise we wouldn't have had the VAR.
Oh my God. Listen, imagine if they carry on like old school game. Would have finished out there. But no, man, like second half Leeds. I feel like Leeds players, I'm not trying to like push our agenda or start some kind of theory and anything, but them need tested to see what them dep on. Cause them man the dog. Them run from finish to end, the pace, the speed. We see them, and they do it every game. This is the thing. It's like, they were on top the whole of that second half. Like they were on top of us. And you
they
know,
scored at the beginning of the second half as well, didn't
they?
they?
But foul in it, so it don't count.
But you're right.
They were high paced. It was an ugly victory. Very ugly victory, I would say, for Arsenal. I mean, the goal was brilliant. You get me? And again, it was one of their mistakes with Rodrigo. When him kick the ball. How we see him kick the ball, I say, who am I cross to? He's attacking the other way, but you know, we got the goal and we managed to see out the game. And I just want to say something, You see Arsenal fans, there was one on the watch along, I'm not calling the name, but he know who me attack. They were quick to like like disrespect Gabriel when he got the red card.
Red card, yeah.
He done it again. This effing this, that effing that. He's always doing. I'm like, when I looked at it, I was like, this is not going to be a red card. There's no way. The linesman was just too quick to say it. And I'm like, if it goes VAR, it's going to get checked because he got pushed over and dropped.
That's
Regardless if his legs went in the air or not, he got pushed over.
First, yeah.
But this is the problem that we will have, and Arsenal fans need to stop it, yeah? Do not find a target for any reasons. Like, if he makes
But he was the best centre-back yesterday.
He was better than Saliba.
Yeah, because Saliba gave away the penalty.
He did.
And also Saliba made, he made a mistake.
Yeah, he did.
That, Aaron Ramsdale who bailed him out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So listen, I agree with you.
Yeah, man.
I back Gabriel, man. He's been...
Last season we were singing praises for him.
Last season, how many fans? Oh, he should be the captain.
Do you know what? I still believe that. But you know what it is, Robbie? It's not that he's a terrible player.
No.
It's just that Saliba has been doing so much better than him.
Yeah.
We are now
Gabriel was brilliant
yesterday. He
was brilliant. He was solid, man. The blocks.
Easy could have been man of the match as well, man.
Of course. And I thought Gabriel was really
right
good.
up fit as well, man. So people, Arsenal fans, do not. When he makes a mistake, it happens in the game. Every player makes a mistake every now and then. Don't always try to find him and target him, because by doing that, it get toxic. The players see this stuff on social media. It can affect their game. We have to get behind them and support them throughout. Big up Xhaka as well, man.
Big him up, yeah.
Yep. What did you make of it?
Well, before I say, I've got to say something. No, it's not funny, God. It's not funny. It's not funny.
Nobody give first.
Wait till the end.
Wait till the end.
I want to know about the game.
Okay, fair enough.
And we've got a guest here. He wants to talk about the Champions League.
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
the game.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. It was mad. It was a mad game. Like you said, we got there, waited for 40 minutes. You said, Robbie, which is you said we didn't know what was going on. I did know what was going on because I was listening to a local radio station, which I won't name, and they said it's a power cut because people asking me what's happening, and they said, oh, it's a power cut.
Oh, you listen to it?
On the radio.
Which radio?
On the DAB radio.
How?
What do you mean how?
He's got headphones on.
Headphones,
how him get service?
It's a radio. Antenna? No. It's a normal. It was a DAB. It's a DAB Plus radio. So I had it on my headphones, and they were saying it's a power cut because some of the goons asked me. They said, "What happened?" They said it's a power cut.
So I never tell Robbie.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't next to Robbie. But they were saying, "No, what's going on?" I said it's a power cut because you could see their screen was off.
Yeah, but that's what, again, everybody on the radio knows.
Exactly.
This is my argument.
Exactly.
Everyone else knows what's going on, apart from the people who've paid their money to go in.
Yes.
If you went to the theatre, right, and
and
there's a 40-minute delay, someone
yeah.
comes up on the stage and says, guys, excuse me, guys, we're really, really sorry. There's a power cut. We're working on it. But they didn't do that until about nearly half an hour in.
Yeah.
You know, that's my problem with it. You know what I mean? The way football fans are treated sometimes.
Yes, absolutely.
But it was a crazy game, man.
It was a crazy game. The funny thing is, I don't know what you made of it, Robbie, but nothing really happened in the first half. Then all of a sudden, we see if you blink, you would have missed it. Flash from Bukayo. And we're 1-0 up. We're going mad. And then the second half dragged on. But I have to say, though, I was bigging him up before, but I don't like the way Jesse Marsh carried on. Imagine, you're a manager, he was getting involved with us, you don't get involved with us. He was getting involved with us. He's shouting in Bukayo's face, which is absolutely disrespectful. You know, why are you getting involved with us
He's crazy.
No.
He's been sent off a couple of times. You can see why. That
was ridiculous. But
really passionate guy. But I've got to hand it to Leeds, man. They gave us our toughest game. They were on us. And do you reckon maybe, I was going to ask you, Daniel, do you reckon, obviously, on Thursday night we had that game, Bodo Glimt away.
Yes.
Tough game as well.
Very tough game.
Artificial pitch, cold, and then have to come back. I think the Arsenal players didn't even come back the next day. They stayed in Norway an extra day, trained, then came back, right? They looked a little bit jaded in that second half, man.
I thought so as well. And when he took off Ben White, I felt that he was one of the players. I thought there's a few of them who just felt like they were slightly off it, and I thought that they were maybe a bit flat, maybe recovering slightly. And as Yardi said, when you have them players running past you time and time again, how many times are you going to turn and go with those runners? Coming back from Norway, I thought it was asking a lot, but we have to applaud them. Job done. 3 points on the board. And the changes that I think Arteta made when he brought on Tierney, when he shut up shop, brought on Rob Holding, saw the game out and that sort of stuff, I think it made a big difference. I'll applaud them, and as we will probably all admit, games like that, they're big games to win.
Massive.
They haven't lost at home as well.
They're unbeaten at home,
That was their first loss at home.
Remember that game
14 wins on the trot.
Can
you imagine?
Who's had 14 wins?
Bodo Glimt.
No, I'm talking
about
about
Bodo
that Leeds was unbeaten at home.
Okay,
But actually, you're right. Bodo Glimt had 14 European wins.
I remember Leeds slapped Chelsea.
And they were unbeaten at home.
1-2.
And also
Leeds beat
Leeds
Chelsea
unbeaten
4-0.
at home. So,
Yeah.
4-0, yeah.
Yeah, so
no,
this is
3-0.
Good week.
No, man, it was 4.
It's a good week, isn't it?
Yeah,
What we done Thursday, what we done Sunday.
Yeah, listen, true. We're not played our greatest, but we still got the job done in
that's
both
a sign
games.
of a good team.
And it's a good week. You
Starting to believe the league? 4
Well,
points ahead.
it's still possible. So yeah, we aim for it, isn't it? We dream big.
Do you still believe?
I'm starting to believe, man.
We're believers.
It's still early, though. It's still early.
We're believers.
Is
You
it?
believe it?
You know, I would love Arsenal to do it. I'll tell you why.
No disclaimer. I said, do you believe?
No. I'll tell you why.
Do you believe?
I believe, and I want us to.
Do you believe?
We believe.
In Jesus.
Amen. Yeah, Jesus. We believe in Jesus. Yeah, Jesus and him disciples out there. We believe in you guys. But you know, it is. I just would want Arsenal to do it as much as I want it as a fan. Just shut up some of them pundits, man. Like they literally write us off. You know, Man United, Manchester, Man City, and Liverpool could be bottom of the table right now, yeah. And they'll still tell us that they're gonna run away with.
I mean, you got to be real. Let's be real, right?
No, we have to be real.
Let's be real,
Well, if you be real, who will I be?
right? No jokes from you, yeah? You're not a comedian, yeah? Right?
Be real, Cyprus Hill, innit?
They've got full reason. The pundits have got full reasons to say that why they say it, because
Big up
Arsenal
Micah
over the
Richards,
years,
man. He might big up.
Arsenal over the years have been in good positions to do certain things, not win the league, but top 4 like last season,
Yeah.
and we blew it. So that's in everybody's head. We have to face that. So this is why this season it's a big test, and you know it's
a
something
different
we're gonna have to
Arsenal,
turn
though,
around.
man. It's
But it is
definitely a different Arsenal.
You know, we've got a special guest on here today,
Yeah.
Daniel, right? And Daniel, who I met at an Arsenal game, and you got this great charity called the Hummingbird Charity, right? And you know what? Tell us about this charity. Tell us about this
Yeah,
charity.
so as you said, the Hummingbirds charity that I'd set up just a little over 2 years ago now, and the idea behind it is ultimately to develop sports and sporting facilities in the Caribbean. So the current project that we're working on is building an artificial pitch in St. James, Jamaica, connected to schools. I'm working with the Ministry of Education just to make sure that the facility that we build will allow and facilitate many members of the community, children, adults, anyone who's got interest in sport ultimately, to participate in regular sport. So where we are at the moment is we're still needing to raise the needed funds in order to build this pitch. And as you can imagine, the more funds we raise, the bigger the pitch. The dream would be an 11-a-side pitch. Probably, if we could, we'll pick up Bodo's pitch and we'll put it in Jamaica. Because similar to problems that we have over here, if we're talking about weather, if we're talking about how hot it is, or we're talking about how much it rains, or we talk about the level of usage, the artificial pitch makes the most sense. So where we are at the moment is we're still just trying to get as many people supporting as possible, as many people donating, so that we can build this facility. And when we look at it, we will start with a minimum of 1,700 square meters, which is roughly about a 7-a-side pitch. Okay. That there being the smallest facility that we will build. Ideally, we'll go all the way up to 11-a-side, but that just comes down to how much we raise and how much support and stuff we're able to get behind us. But we know the power of sport. We see it ourselves, how far we would go to watch football, how far we would go to play football. I mean, whether we're talking about it, playing it, watching it, whether we're supporting it, coaching it, whatever we're going to do. And I think there's so much to get from sport. So the idea behind this charity is to give the opportunity to more people, especially in the Caribbean,
roughly how
to
much
get from sport.
ideally would be the target, like, for you guys?
In financial sense,
Yeah.
if we're talking 11-a-side, it's roughly about 350 grand.
So you may say Sterling, one of your week's wages that you know just deal with it now.
He's not only Raheem though, he's
Yeah,
only
just
Raheem.
say that.
Bailey, Leon Bailey, you don't know. Antonio as well, you know the thing go. All I know, yeah, one hear the man
I
say.
say, don't put pressure on it.
Not the whole out, just some on it, you know, Ruben's laughter's cheek.
No,
Yeah.
actually, it's more of a collective thing. Let's collectively.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so me name them out, because them each can get quarter.
That would be
Then we can
absolutely
build two.
ideal.
We can build two.
Sure.
One
And
at St. Elizabeth.
It's interesting you say that as well, because if we're able to get the 11-a-side pitch, then a lot of these guys who play for Jamaica will
Can
also
come out
have
there
a
and
much
play.
better training facilities.
No, but hold on, sorry, as Mr. Joe, but big up to the Sterling and Billy. They do work in Jamaica. They do give back
pick
to
them
the
up. Yeah,
community. So
absolutely.
don't make it seem like me I say it like them not do things.
Yeah.
It's just a joke, people. Don't take it serious.
Yeah.
They do a lot, but this would be a good one, especially because
Yeah, I like the course.
they develop from there as well.
Yeah,
Especially
and
Bailey.
if we look at it from the two sides and we think about a lot of schools now who have 11-a-side artificial pitches attached to them, creating opportunities for the children to participate in sport, but then when school's finished, it's also an opportunity for the community
No, it's
to
really
use that
good.
facility to make
You
use.
see, just on the weekend, I was in the barber shop as well. Funny things happen in the barber shop.
Yeah.
And we were watching schoolboy football in Jamaica, 11-a-side. And Black River is where I went to school. And Black River was
See.
playing Petersfield. And they were at Petersfield pitch. And you look at the pitch, Robbie, and you're thinking,
Yeah, they're terrible.
the ball can't even, like, you just bumping in the middle of the center of the pitch. There's like a mud pitch. Then you have some pitches, you have grass, then dirt, then grass, then dirt. Then it goes like this, goes like that. So it's like, and the youths are still trying, obviously, you know what I mean? But if they had these facilities, they can develop a longer way, you get me, and a better way, man. So yeah, it's a
And
good
even if
pass.
you look at it from a slightly different perspective, and we have seen ourselves the effects of the cages. Now, when they've put those into estates, the amount of difference it's made, giving the children or the young people an opportunity of a place to go. I mean, I go back to my childhood. We maybe got to play outside till it was dark. We had to be visible to our parents at all times.
Before the street light turn on.
There we go. Yeah, see those simple measures and stuff like that. So they've made programs where they've highlighted the effects of the cages, in particular in South London. But just the idea of there is a facility you can go to, you can come together, you can do something you love, you can do something that benefits you physically, mentally, technically. There's so much to get from it, just as there is for the older generation, the mental health, the physical health, and simple things like high blood pressure, like diabetes and things along those lines, that regular exercise can play a part in reducing, preventing and helping with.
Well, that's fantastic. We're going to put a link in the description for the charity as well. If you guys want to donate, if you guys want to get involved, it's an unbelievable cause. So get involved with the Hummingbird charity. Just touching on a couple other games before we get into our Boohoo
Can
Man
I stop you there, please?
Yeah, no, you can't.
You didn't
stop
ask me.
Right?
Do I believe? You never asked me that.
Right. The game yesterday, Liverpool
You know,
versus,
we know you believe, what?
Okay, I know that's a stupid question. I know you believe. You believe if we was even in relegation probably.
Yeah, well,
you say you believe. So I don't need to answer that question.
Okay, cool.
But the game yesterday, Liverpool done us a favour, innit? By
Hey,
beating,
Unbelievable.
there was one person.
Hold on, going invincible is not for everybody, you know, for a whole season.
It's only for the invincible.
It just shows it's not that easy as you guys think it is it? Yeah. Try again next season.
And it was a great game, that.
Oh, amazing.
I watched
Amazing.
it last night. And,
Amazing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I had a feeling Liverpool were going to win it.
Well,
especially when I saw them win 7-1 during the week.
What do you think about Pep's tactics?
Again, why is he switching things up for?
Scared,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Man
He
get
sort of
worried.
changed up his tactics a bit, didn't he? But even though they still had chances, City, they should really... I think they could have been a couple of goals up, but I thought Liverpool deserved to win the game. They were the better team.
Liverpool
And
could
it
have
was
scored a
game.
few more as well.
Yeah,
But it's only
great
because when name Nuno Darwin or whatever name
Darwin Nunes.
whatever name him. You know the thing with the horse them when they're racing, they have to have on these things.
Blinkers.
Yeah, he couldn't see.
Yeah, because he could have passed it to
Salah
that when they were
could
3
have
on 1.
put.
Yeah.
What would you say, Robbie? You were saying that you predicted that Liverpool to win.
I predicted all week
Wow.
that Liverpool were going to win,
That's
especially
good,
when
man.
I saw them win 7-1. And I was like, Salah's back in form. I go, and plus as well, I was basing it off of the fact that when they played us, I thought they played some good football.
They did.
It was a
They
I was
did.
like,
game.
I feel they'll at Anfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't beat anyone at Anfield. Anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was a massive win for Liverpool. It was good for us. Keeps us at the top of the table.
But
It
now
does, it
Liverpool,
does.
you can go back to your poor defending now. So. Like, just that was good, but
It was,
no.
it was
No,
interesting.
remember, you know what? I was at your comedy show the other night, which, by the way, brilliant show.
Thank you,
really
thank
good.
you.
Major hype.
But well done, Yanni, man.
Fantastic show.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Hack the Empire.
Fantastic.
He's actually very good, you know. You know, I know sometimes he's got some lame jokes in it, but I'm only joking. But no, it was a brilliant show, right? And I was chatting with some guys behind stage.
Yeah.
And I remember we was arguing about football and
Yeah.
on stage, and I said to one of the guys, I go, you can't. He's going, Liverpool got no chance of the top 4. And I go, are you mad? Of course they have.
Whose team was his?
They've got I think he was a United fan. But
Figures.
I said they've got a massive chance
They
of getting
do,
in the
man.
top 4.
They got world class
They do,
players.
they do.
man.
I feel they will get top 4, Liverpool.
Of course.
Well,
yeah,
I don't think they
so.
can win the league now. I still think they're too far behind. You know,
But Pep was talking, wasn't he? He had them before the game as their biggest rivals, didn't he?
Yeah.
Do you think that's changed?
of course, it's changed. This season at the moment, his biggest rivals, you've got to say,
Is
the
us at the
two
moment.
biggest rivals now to them is going to be us and Tottenham. Tottenham are on the
Chelsea
same
too.
amount of points now, and Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea, yeah.
It's
Chelsea
going to
does
be
well, yeah.
really interesting this year.
It will be, it will be,
Chelsea winning 2-0.
2-0.
You can't write off Chelsea because their
No.
squad is unreal.
Yeah.
I know it is that no one's really talking about them, but they're winning games.
They're winning games and they've got an unreal squad.
They do.
You look at
They
their
do.
squad, look at the players that they rest.
Potter's finding
in
his
games.
feet, isn't he?
And Graham Potter's a good manager.
I think that's the only difference with like the Man United, well not Man United, Man City, I mean, and Chelsea, is that even 2-3 players missing for them, they have replacements.
Yeah, and that's
with
our
Arsenal, 2-3 players missing from.
Yeah. And hence why the pundits still have got a lot
I get
of
it, I
doubts.
get it, I
And
get it.
I still feel that if Arsenal, if we're still in and around it, we get to January, we have to strengthen.
Yeah,
Strength
absolutely,
for
absolutely.
We have to.
Yeah.
We have to strengthen. But
Absolutely.
Top of the league.
Boo-hoo man of the week.
Boom, man of the week for me. Listen, big up Gabriel, yeah. I have to big him up
Yep.
because
Well done,
I
Gabriel.
watched him and I was like, yo, you played very well. You were the best defender that day. So people give him his flowers when he deserved it, right? You know, big up Arteta as well, man. You know, because he saw that how the game was going. He made some substitutions as well.
Yeah.
Where last season, sometimes we will criticize him for not making the right substitutions. But whatever he's doing now, it's working. Keep it going, and we got the victory. That's all that matters. But I forget the Aaron Ramsdale, man.
Come on, Aaron.
Yes.
Aaron Ramsdale, because even that penalty, he did. He went the right way, and I feel like
Yeah, he would've saved it.
I feel like he knew he was going the right. Bamford knew he was going that way, and tried to adjust it a bit more.
Yeah, that's right,
And that's
yes.
why it went wide.
He was
and he
brilliant.
pulled off so many other
Superb.
saves throughout
Brilliant.
the
Was
game.
chatting to his dad after.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
is
His
it?
dad was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And his
You never
dad-
seen that?
His dad was
Then
very
you just tell me
pleased
say your
with the
name,
performance.
father.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said you know somebody, sister, brother, mother. Or
Oh,
whatever.
no, that's Reece James.
Oh, different.
I
team.
know his sister.
But
James.
it was a fantastic performance by
Yeah,
Aaron
man.
Ramsdale. And
I see him, how the fans behind her tease him and then him wind them up afterwards. Big up, man.
love Aaron Ramsdale, man.
Yeah.
Idiot of the week.
Idiot of the week. All right, the linesman definitely has to get a mention, yeah, because we watching it on TV, yeah, and obviously if you see the replays, you see it. When the referee went to him, and Gabriel went there as well, he pointed at Gabriel and said, red card.
Yeah.
That's all he said. It's like he didn't even say, Bamford pushed him, and then I think you need to go check it yourself. But he just straight away, red card. Like, brother, we see what happened. How you didn't see and you're closer than we. You understand what I mean? He could have got idiot a week. But I'm going to get to Bamford, yeah? Because you didn't even get touched. And the man moved like somebody sniper shoot him from out of the stadium or something. Oh! And I tried it. You tried to trick the referee.
Yeah.
Amen for VAR. And people
Absolutely.
are calling us Arsenal right now. You know?
Yeah, of course they would. Of course they would. Yeah, of course. Because
I don't care. You know how many,
but
you know
the
how many
VAR
times it's messed us up.
yeah.
No, but the VAR got it right.
Exactly.
But Yardy, Robbie, no. They're right. How dare we have decisions go for us? How dare we? How dare we? Now, how dare we? What a disgrace that we have decisions go for us.
Set him off.
For me, right, my man of my boohoo man of the
Week.
match of the week.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll stick with yours, but is the electrical engineer. He's got the electric back on, right? Because
Yeah,
right,
big up you, man,
Right,
big up
without
you.
that VAR, man, trust
Oh,
me, right?
gosh.
You know what I mean? Because like you said, the line, and plus as well, that linesman was in front of me.
Yeah.
Because I was in row 1, right?
Yeah.
And he was in front of me.
Yeah.
When we were, when he was on the
Maybe
other
he's
side.
watching
Yes.
you whole
Right,
game
and I'm
instead of
looking
the
to
game.
myself.
Yeah.
Are you man watching Robbie? You man watching the game? He's like, it's done Robbie.
A couple
Oh
of
my
times
God, I
I'm
need a
thinking to
picture
myself,
with
I'm like,
Don
yo, this guy's not keeping up. I think it was like, he ain't keeping up with play, man.
Yeah, the offside.
How can he give
And
that decision from where he was?
And Robbie,
I was saying to myself, from where you were, how can you definitively know
Yeah.
that that's a red card?
And Robbie, you say that in the
Thank
first
God for
half.
VAR.
In the first half, he wasn't keeping up with play. So many times the Leeds players were offside.
Because he was
wasn't missing
distracted
it.
by Robbie. He was watching Robbie.
Anyway,
He's got to do his job.
but
You've
yeah,
got
but
some
No, I have something to say.
Yeah, go on.
Big up the Arsenal women team as well.
He's trying to steal my thunder.
For winning again.
For what?
Yeah.
And what's the record?
And,
what's the record?
and clean sheets, I think it's like
How many?
11 clean
No,
sheets.
it's not. You see, look at it.
Nine
It's not.
clean
You see
sheets.
that?
I'm predicting the future. Yeah, it was a good game, 1-0 like the men's team as well.
Who's scored?
Black
Stealing Black Stallions. You see, look at it. Don't steal my thunder.
Well, I was gonna say, but watch the game. You didn't watch the game.
I saw the highlights.
But me watch
'Cause
the
I
whole
was at
game.
knees,
Watch the whole game.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
So he's got nothing to say then. So
I have got something
we
to
can
say. I have got something to say.
wrap the show up now.
No, I've got something to say, which I was going to say at first. And it's two serious things, unfortunately. First of all, hearts, thoughts, and prayers have to go to Emma Hayes because she had an emergency hysterectomy.
Yeah, I saw that. She's had to take time out of the game.
Yeah. So
Emma Hayes, of course, the Chelsea women's
so
manager.
that's so sad, you know.
Yeah.
Wish her speedy recovery, you know, to all her family and friends, and hope she's okay, and you know, thoughts go out to her. Yeah. Now, see, you're
And the other thing, you said there's two things.
Yeah, it's two things.
I mean, Yanni's already done it. I thank you.
No.
Brilliant, man. Yes. Right, so now I'm going to finish the show.
Disgrace.
What is the disgrace of the week? Come on, man. We're running out of time now.
You're terrible. You still got it wrong. Disgrace of the week. There could be a few candidates. There could be Jesse Marsh. There could be Klopp and Guardiola. Because Klopp, even though he's angry, should not be shouting in the fourth official's face. And Guardiola, even though if he got,
Klopp get the
they
red
threw
card,
coins,
did it?
that's terrible. You can't be getting in touch with the fans. But the disgrace of the week, and it's another serious one, unfortunately, is the disgusting racial abuse that Ivan Toney suffered after scoring 2 goals for Brentford. Is absolutely disgusting.
And I like the fact that he actually
Yeah.
posted the guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely.
We were discussing
Outed
this.
him.
We were discussing this driving
Yeah.
up to the game yesterday,
Yeah.
and a couple of the guys saying, maybe you shouldn't. I go, no,
Why not?
Expose them, man.
Expose him, man.
But apparently the police can't do nothing about it.
Why?
There was a report come out that the police can't do anything.
Why?
But I didn't read it all.
But you know what? Even if they
check
can't,
it out.
that guy's been exposed.
Absolutely.
And he's had to delete accounts. His
Yeah,
accounts
good.
are gone.
Good.
Well done, Ivan Toney.
Absolutely.
up.
Well done,
Well
Ivan
done.
Toney.
Right?
You big up Ivan Toney.
You big up Ivan Toney.
Yes!
Hold on, but when I was saying, by the way, anybody still seeing him now? When I was still saying that, didn't I big him up for his charity and all that? No, I'm bigging him up, but I just thought he should
take him at Arsenal still?
Anyway.
Listen, I will take Ivan Toney in a heartbeat when he apologises.
Anyway, listen, the show is over. Listen, thanks for watching. Don't
thank
forget
you.
to check out the Hummingbird charity.
absolutely.
We're going to put a link in the description. It's a great cause. I love what you're doing with that, Daniel.
Yeah, we all do. Well
keep
done,
us
Daniel.
posted with how you're getting on as well.
Thank you for having me as
Right.
well.
Thank you, Daniel.
I will do.
Yeah, keep us posted with how you're getting on with that, right? And, you know, put a link in the description to the charity and the website, everything. Get full information on the great work that he's doing over in the Caribbean. And also, don't forget to check out Boohoo Man. You can get up to 10% off any of their clothing. Just click the link in the description on that as well. I know loads of you do that, so continue doing that and get his cost of living crisis, man. Every little helps.
man.
Save some money. Save some money.
That sounds like a superstore.
Trust me, right? So thanks for watching, and we'll see you
thank you.
next week.
Peace.
Them now.